Good day, my friends. As I'm sure many of you already realize, the announcement the government made today that our region is being put back to the orange level under the rules for COVID has an impact on what we do as a church. Whether we like it or not, we need to shift gears once again. I'm so grateful to be part of a church that understands and has embraced other ways to connect and gather in this challenging year that we call 2020. I want to remind you that even as we shift back to being online only immediately, that you can join our various events, our connect groups, our Sunday morning services, our prayer gatherings, Celebrate Recovery. You can find the links for all these things for Zoom and Facebook where we're available on our website at hillsboroughbaptist.org, hillsboroughbaptist.org. In this season, as we come together, we need to once again commit ourselves to whatever methods we can to encourage one another, love one another, and to be the church in the season that we live in. If there's one thing this year is teaching me and reminding me every single time I turn around, it's this reality that we don't go to church, we are the church. And as the church gathers, we can be encouraged and reminded and challenged to consider how God is faithful. You know, this is Thanksgiving weekend, and the Bible says in Thessalonians that we are to give thanks in all circumstances. These are the moments when we are being tested on our willingness to obey God. But let me suggest to you this idea. I want to ask you to come this Sunday prepared to give thanks. I want you to come ready with perhaps a verse from the Bible on Thanksgiving or something you're thankful for. And we're going to take time in our service when we gather to do more than just watch a service happen, but rather to encourage one another. You know, there's a great old proverb that suggests that when we share our joys, they're multiplied, and when we share our sorrows, they're divided. And I want to take seriously God's command here because I believe we have the opportunity here to declare to one another and to this world that God is still good and He is still faithful, even when things are difficult, maybe even especially when that's the case. So come ready to share. And if you come on Zoom, we'll give you the chance, if you want to share that out loud with one another. And if you're on Zoom and you're not comfortable speaking out loud, you can type what you're thankful for in the chat or on Facebook or on YouTube or whichever way you join us. We want you to have the chance to say, this is what I'm thankful for during this season. And this is what I'm thankful for from God. Because I believe we can give God this as our Thanksgiving offering, if you will, as a way of doing a thank offering like the Bible talks about and recognizing that He is good and He is God. My friends, I want to thank you. I want to say thank you for the opportunity and the privilege to serve you and to be your pastor. I want to thank you for the way you've been praying for and loving on and supporting our entire team here at Hillsborough Baptist Church. For all of our volunteers and for all of our staff, thank you. And once again, thank you for joining us however we gather. I'm disappointed too that we can't be together this Thanksgiving in person, but for all of you online and for those that will join us online in this season, recognize that this is still a gift from God, that in spite of everything, we can still gather. Once again, you can go to hillsboroughbaptist.org and find those links. And you can also call us anytime at 734-2379. That's our church phone number. And you can leave a message or you most of the time will get an answer. And we'd be happy to pray for you or do whatever we can to help during this season. Please be praying, especially for those that are totally cut off right now in the hospital and the seniors' residences and those other places that are closed to us. And be praying for all those who struggle during these seasons with loneliness. Pray that God would be so richly present that He'll encourage them and love on them. And remember that He is with you wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and that He will never leave you or forsake you as you trust in Him through Jesus. And that, my friends, is good news. I pray God's blessing on you this Thanksgiving weekend, and I hope to see you Sunday.